Guys, it's AJ. Welcome back to my channel. Happy Tuesday. Whoop whoop. Hopefully your Monday went wonderfully and hopefully today goes even better. So today I'm going to share with you my contemplation, I guess, on my health journey. So I am going through a bit of a conundrum here and a little dilemma, if you will. And I want to know which one is going to be best for me. So I'm actually going to try both. I'm going to try the keto diet and I'm going to try the plant-based diet. I've heard a lot about both. I'm very intrigued by both. And so I'm going to discuss some of the pros and cons, in my opinion, for both with you guys. So, yeah, to give you a rundown, sorry, I keep fiddling with my hair. It's not acting right for me today. Ladies, y'all know how this struggle goes. But yeah, so here's my dilemma. Lately, when I was pregnant, I think I topped out at about 185. So on a regular average, everyday basis before, pre-pregnancy, my weight fluctuated between like 168 and 173. And 172 was like my, chill point. Maybe a pound over. So after pregnancy and while I was getting the depot shot and everything and going through my health issues and whatnot, I topped out at 210 and it was like so depressing. Now since November I've lost a nice amount of weight and I've gained some of it back. So right now, as of today, I think I weigh 190. 190, 191. I fluctuate day by day. But, I'm getting back to it. And because I'm going on a trip to Miami. Well, we're flying in Fort Lauderdale. So I'm going to Florida. And it's going to be a little girl's trip. And, I want to wear my swimsuit. And I want to look cute. And, have my stomach out maybe. So, they're cute monokinis though. I'm not going to lie. So if I have to, I'll wear a monokini. That's fine. But I want to be toned up by then. And that's at the end of May, early June. So, I want to, get fit. Plus, I have one of my best friends, I call her my sister. Her wedding is this fall and I'm a maid of honor. So I have to look good. Like I can't be the eyesore in her wedding. No. That's not how it's gonna go. So I definitely need to get in shape. My birthday is in July, July 22nd, last day of Cancer. Woo, woo, but yeah, my birthday is in July and my boyfriend's birthday is in July as well. And he turns 30 this year. And I want to be on the beach somewhere, looking nice and for his dirty 30. So, yeah, I got to get fit. Plus, I want to be the healthiest me I can be. And that's what's most important out of all of this. So, yeah, I contemplated all types of diets. Well, actually, no, I haven't. So here's the thing about me. I believe everything in moderation. When I was younger, I was never a diet type of person. People would be counting calories in high school and stuff. I'm like, girl, eat. Like, I'm going to eat now. Think about the consequences later. Okay? That was not me. And like my best friends and like our little hangout crew or whatever, Nay, Mikey, all of y'all. If you remember, like back in the day, we used to go out to eat all the time. Back when I was like working 2-3 jobs, and everywhere we go, I would be like, I want steak. And if you could tell the chef to find the best steak, I would tip the chef. I would tip you as well. You guys will get tipped handsomely. I just want the best steak that you guys have. Like, that's all I want. And I would eat steak all the time. Like, and my doctor was like, hey, chill. Like, essentially, they didn't say it in those terms, but hey, chill. Like, I had high cholesterol and, I've always, as an adult, had some kind of GI issues. So, I was hospitalized some years ago. I think that was back in 2015, maybe. Yeah, I think in 2015, because that was the same year I got my wisdom teeth pulled out. I was hospitalized because of some GI issues that I had going on and some heart issues that I had going on. And I had like 2 stomach ulcers. I had gastritis. I had diverticulitis and some other stuff. Like, it was crazy. It was so crazy. And they had to do an endoscopy. Endoscopy. I don't know how to pronounce that word. Y'all help me out. Comments below. I just struggled, but whatever. You know what I'm talking about. They put the camera down my throat, and they had to check out my GI, gastrointestinal area to make sure that I was okay. And obviously, they found all of that, so I wasn't. And then I was going through all these issues, and they found out I had an AV1 heart block. Which I think I still have. They checked on it while I was pregnant and didn't see any like serious issues with my heart. So, but that was when I was pregnant. Like, seriously, that all of this happened in 2015, and I'm just now getting the heart issue checked out again in 2017 when right before my daughter was born. So, and I haven't heard anything since, or any areas of concern. So that's just that. But I've always had some kind of health issues going on, especially with my GI, and I want to get it together. Like, it's always some kind of sensitivity with me. And then on top of that, I have endometriosis, chronic endometriosis. The chronic is just to show that I've had it for a long time. There's chronic and acute. So acute means something that's new, it's newly onset, and chronic is like a long-term thing that you've been had. So I've had endometriosis for a while, apparently. So yeah, I kind of want to get my health together so I don't have to struggle anymore, so I don't have to go through this weight issue, these weight issues, and multiple issues that I have. And I want to be at like top notch. I want to be at my best physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, business wise, like in all aspects and facets. Like, so I'm going to try these out because I've heard the best results from these 2 diets. So let's get into it. But that was just a background on me and my health issues. So the keto diet. So basically the keto diet is low to no carbs, like absolutely minimal carbs, high fats, moderate protein. Some variations of the keto diet allow higher protein intake. So that's completely up to, because there are different variations of the keto diet. So you would have to look into that to see, which one fits you, if the keto diet fits you at all. So there's the standard and there's the cylindrical keto. And the cylindrical is the one I'm leaning towards personally. But the standard diet is, basically what I laid out. Low carbs, high fats, moderate protein. So with that, I took some notes, pretty notes. So with that, basically your body goes into ketosis. So what ketosis is when your body doesn't have any more glucose to run off of. So it starts burning your fat storage, which is why a lot of people on the keto diet lose weight and, they look great. And they say they have, they clear up brain fog and they have this mental clarity like they've never felt before. And I'm trying to think back to when I was eating healthier, because I was still consuming meats and dairy. So I'm trying to figure out, was I kind of leaning towards the keto diet back then? Is that why I had the mental clarity? Because I was getting fit and, I was watching what I eat, but I was eating in moderation and things of that nature. And this is my thing, everything in moderation. That's my motto. Like, don't overdo anything, because too much of anything is a bad thing, in my opinion. So, and I'm pretty sure there's some kind of scientific fact behind that, but whatever. So accept happiness and positivity. But yeah, so that's always been my motto, everything in moderation. But after you burn up your storage fats, it builds up an acid called ketones, and that's when your body goes through ketosis. So they say this process is not detrimental to your health. It's a normal thing that your body goes through and your metabolism goes through. Most people don't go through it because most people eat high carbs. So some of the things, how long I had a question, which was how long does it take for your body to get into ketosis? So apparently your body holds glucose for storage for up to 2 days. So after 2 full days, it could be less than that if you had, lower amounts of glucose prior to. So, but 2 days it could hold glucose in its storage. So after that, as long as you consume under 20 grams of carbs per day, then your body will start to go into ketosis. So, I'm expecting to feel something different by day 3. Also, they tell people, they warn people about the ketosis flu or the keto flu, as they call it. And you basically have symptoms of the flu, maybe some respiratory issues. You may feel nauseous, get cold sweats, things of that nature, because it's somewhat of a withdrawal or it's a shock to your body and your system on your new diet, basically. So to get into the diet, they say to kind of prevent the keto flu, start weaning yourself off of carbs slowly over time before you just cut it out completely. So that's a heads up if you want to do this. So the cylindrical keto diet is essentially you do the standard diet for about 5 days a week or maybe 6. But for 1 or 2 days, you have a carb recount or like a re-up of carbs. So you can, eat your carbs like you want. You can have breads and grains and things of that nature or fruit. And then you go back to your 5 days of keto diet. So they say what that helps with is, the things that you may be missing. One, it helps with you sticking to your diet. I like that a lot because I've never been on a true diet plan. So that is like detrimental to me. I don't want to set myself up for failure or because I can't have carbs. I'm craving carbs all day, every day. And then, risking temptation and breaking it like the first week. So I really like that aspect of it. And it makes sense. Some things you do go missing on when you count out carbs, and whole grains and fruits. So you could get those nutrients back during maybe your weekend. So every weekday you're on the keto diet and on the weekends you get to purge or whatever, however that works for you. So they recommend that you have 7 to 10 cups of veggies a day on this diet. And that's where my problem lies. That's a con for me because I love fruit. Fruit is like my best friend. Every time you look in our fridge, we have massive amounts of fruit. Like fruits, fruit juice, frozen fruits in the freezer. I'm juicing every day or like often. Like we love fruits here. And my daughter loves it. My man loves it. Everybody loves fruits. But veggies, it's like, okay, my daughter hates broccoli. I like broccoli. I like asparagus. I like spinach. And these are some new things that I like. Like, I'm just starting to like these things at like age. I'm 28 now, turning 29 in July. So like maybe 24, 25, 26. 24 through 26 is when I really started like indulging in vegetables for real. And I'm just starting to like broccoli without cheese a few years ago. So that's terrible. So I don't have that many recipes when it comes to vegetables or any healthy recipes. Because, I can make sweet potatoes, candied sweet potatoes, but they're candied. It's sugar all in there, like brown sugar. Like, I can't eat that on the keto. Like, no, you're supposed to stay away from sugars. So what am I supposed to do? I loved, well, I'll get into that later. But 7 to 10 cups of veggies per day. So if you're great with veggies, this is great for you. Otherwise, I would suggest looking up vegetable recipes, trying out things prior to starting this diet so you know things that you like and then you can kind of go from there. Another thing that I've heard is better grass-fed meats and dairy. If you watch my video on foods that I love, I already like grass-fed milk. Horizon brand grass-fed milk is amazing. I swear by that stuff. I don't like milk. I don't. So grass-fed milk, gives me more of a refreshing taste than it does that mucousy feeling. Like, and my stomach gets to turning. Like, I do not like milk for real. But grass-fed milk, I can drink. I can drink. I can drink it after I'm done eating my cereal, or I'll just get a cup of it. Like, so, and grass-fed meats, which I really don't indulge in now, but I'm planning to, because one thing about this ketogenic diet is that you consume a lot of meats. Chicken, they tell you to eat like red meats, chicken, ham, you get bacon, you get turkey, everything. But the reason why I'm even considering plant-based diet is because of the inhumane way they treat the animals, and the steroids and the hormones and the chemicals in these animals. I don't like it, and I don't want to consume that. So consuming grass-fed meat will help me a lot better in my process, and help my body metabolize things better without all the chemicals and antibiotics and steroids and all of that stuff. I'll get on that topic later, as far as food and blessing your food, and how your body processes food and how it helps your mind and all that stuff. But this is not the topic for this right now. That's a long topic. So we'll get on that another time. So yes, grass-fed meats and dairy. No processed foods or sugar. So no sugar. That's already something, because I put sugar in my coffee. And yeah. 4 creams, 4 sugars in a medium coffee. And let's not even get on if I go to Starbucks, because yikes. So no sugars, and then no processed foods, which is harsh for me as well, because there are a lot of processed foods, and they specifically make all the processed foods to be yummy and high in sugar, so that you can get addicted to it and continue to buy it. So that's gonna be a rough journey for me, but I'm getting better with no processed foods in the first place, because I'm trying to turn my life around, and my diet around. So I've been, less indulgent in processed foods in the first place, but I still indulge every now and again. So cutting that out is going to be like, ugh. And I like donuts, and I love Krispy Kreme donuts. That's my weakness. And oh my goodness, like, I want one now. I'm contemplating going today or tonight to drive to Krispy Kreme and get me a glazed raspberry filled donut. Like, and Cinnabons. It's too much. It's a lot. I love. But that's going to be a problem for me. But I'm willing to do it after, I get a little binge off. So there's that. Also, a plus about this is that it lowers your blood sugar. So that's a good look. That would be nice for me, and any diabetics. That's especially nice for you. They tell you no grains or starches. So no potatoes, no sweet potatoes. And that's why I was saying earlier that, I'll get on that later, because I love sweet potatoes, and I love potatoes. Like, I love baked potatoes, and then I put all my little bacon bits and sour cream and everything on it. Can't eat potatoes, no starch. So no rice, no cereal, none of that. And no grains. So not even quinoa. No quinoa, no brown rice. I like brown rice pasta instead of the enriched white flour pasta. So that's going to be quite an adjustment as well. They say no sugary foods, fruit juices, or smoothies, and things of that nature. So and that's one thing that we love, because I love fruit so much. I make smoothies and I make fruit juices, and we drink fruit juices all the time. Like, they say the only fruits that you can indulge in is small amounts of berries. So blueberries, raspberries, strawberries, essentially, which I love all 3, especially raspberries. But the small amounts is what kills me, because I can eat a pint of raspberries in one sitting. That's not a problem for me. And the same with strawberries. Like, and blueberries, I'm a little more lenient on, even though they're high in antioxidants and I need to eat more. But it's just like, I love my fruit. I eat grapefruit almost every day. Like, we love apples. Well, she can't have them before her swim classes, because apples induce gas. So But we love apples, oranges, fruits, everything. Except she hates bananas. So no fruits, no beans or legumes. So that's another thing. You know, beans are really filling and they're a nice meat substitute, and you can't have those either. So that's kind of harsh, I believe. Like, I feel rather. Um, no root vegetables. So again, no sweet potatoes, no regular potatoes. And then also that includes ginger root for me and like turmeric. So those are root vegetables and or roots. And I love ginger. I put ginger in everything. All my teas, I would make a ginger water. You know, I consume ginger almost on a daily basis. And as far as the turmeric, I love turmeric. That was in my my episode that was in my video about some of the top foods that I love and eat all the time. I love turmeric, and I put it in damn near anything. So, and it's very healthy. They have a lot of health benefits. So, you know, that's going to be an adjustment for me as well. No low fat or diet products. And I don't eat those anyway. So that doesn't really affect me, but no low fat or diet products, because diet products, they usually replace one sugar with another one, or aspartame or something like that you don't need to be ingested anyway. So I don't like diet products, and they taste trash to me personally. And I don't like low fat products either. It just tastes artificial, and they replace the real fats with something fake anyway, some chemicals. So I don't really indulge in that too much. So that's not a problem for me personally. No alcohol. If this was the old me, pre-pregnancy me, then that would be a serious problem. But now it's not a problem for me. So no alcohol whatsoever, even though I do indulge in wine every now and again. But, you know, I can find something else to drink instead of wine. So that was a lot of no's, but here are the yeses. Yes to meats, all meats, you know. Again, I spoke on red meats, chicken, turkey, beef, all of that, pork. They have a lot of pork chop meals on there. I don't like pork too much. I usually lean towards chicken and turkey, so, and beef, because I love steak. So that's about it. Fatty fish, so salmon, trout, tuna, and mackerel. I only like salmon and tuna. I've never tried trout or mackerel, so I would be willing to try those, just to see how they taste. What can I do with it in the kitchen, and, you know, all that stuff. So that seems interesting. Eggs, which is great because I love eggs. We eat eggs for breakfast all the time. We love boiled eggs over here. My daughter loves boiled eggs. I don't like the yolk in the boiled eggs, so I only eat the egg whites. But scrambled eggs, fry hard, all of that stuff. I'll put a fried egg on a burger. That's fine. Love eggs. Butter and cream. I love butter. I've always loved butter. Fun fact about me, when I was like really young, my parents would go in the refrigerator and look, and it would be teeth marks in the butter. I would just like go chomp on some butter, put it back in the fridge, and walk off. Like, which is probably why I had high cholesterol at like 19, 20. Makes sense. But yeah, butter has always been a thing for me. And I don't mess with margarine. Don't give me that fake stuff. I want the real butter. Butter. I don't like margarine. Don't give me margarine ever, because I would not eat it at all. And it's been debated, but margarine is actually worse for you than butter. So look into that. Let's see. Cream. Yes, you know, with the butter. Unprocessed cheese. So such as cheddar, goat cheese, cream, blue cheese, and mozzarella. Love cheddar and mozzarella. One thing, I don't know if people really notice, honestly, but American cheese is not real. It's not real. Like, it's pasteurized. There are chemicals added to make it American cheese. American cheese is not a brand or a real type of cheese that is just like naturally made, like cheddar, for instance. You know, they make that. That is a man-made cheese. So I stopped eating American cheese a couple years ago, and especially Kraft. Yeah, no, that is just plastic. Like, I don't like Kraft. Set that next to like a deli slice of cheddar cheese, and it's like neon. Like, what? No, I'm good. I'm good. And my boyfriend laughs because I talk about him eating Kraft all the time. I'm like, I don't eat plastic, sorry. And I try to stop my daughter from eating Kraft, which she doesn't eat Kraft. So, but when she's tempted, I'm like, no, let's get you some real cheese, girl. Uh, so yeah, that's how I feel about that. So, cheddar goat, I've never had goat cheese before. Maybe willing to try it. Depends on how I feel. Blue cheese, I hate. Mozzarella cheese, yay, love it. Nuts and seeds, great. Those are lovely. I eat them all the time. Almonds, peanuts, walnuts, pecans, chia seeds, flax seeds, all of that. Love it. Love it. So, and I spoke on some of those seeds back in my video of healthy foods that I swear by. And those are only some of the foods that I swear by. So, you know, love it all. I'll put the link to that video below as well. So if you haven't seen it, you can watch that. Healthy oils. So that includes extra virgin olive oil, not just regular olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. Make sure and be sure that you get the extra virgin olive oil and not just the regular. Coconut oil, very good, and avocado oil, and nothing more. No canola, no vegetable, no none of that stuff. That stuff is really bad, and it's like, I think they have more trans fats, or you know, it's a lot of chemicals going on with that. So those are the ones that I just named are the healthy oils. Avocados, plain avocados, those are delicious. I need more avocado recipes. So if you guys have any good ones, comment down below. I love avocados, but I just like spread it on toast. And some people say put salt and pepper on it. I don't like salt for real. And I don't know, salt and pepper on it, it just doesn't do it for me. So if you got, besides guacamole, but if you have any other recipes besides toast and guacamole, comment down below for avocados, please. Thank you. Low carb veggies, which is mostly green veggies, tomatoes, onions, and peppers. Love peppers, love onions. I hate tomatoes. I hate tomatoes. Love ketchup and stuff like that. But if I were to like get a salad with tomatoes on it, I'm throwing it out. Don't want it. And most green veggies. I like chard. I like rainbow chard. I like watercress. Love watercress. I don't know if I put that in my video. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. But I love watercress. Yes, I did. Because I spoke on the peppery taste of it. So, yeah, definitely good stuff there. Spinach, love it. Green leaf and red leaf lettuce. You know, I spoke on how I don't like boring salads and romaine and iceberg lettuce, just one plain boring salad. So, watch that video and I go into that. Good condiments, which is, you know, consists of salt, pepper, herbs, and spices. You know, rosemary, oregano, thyme, things of that nature. Just make sure it's not, you know, like poultry seasoning or, you know, something random that has a whole bunch of junk in it. Like, I don't want to call out any names, but yeah, my daughter's trying to get in the room. So if you hear her scream, then that's why. So that is the keto diet. Now to get on the plant-based diet. So this is basically self-explanatory. It's basically a whole foods plant-based diet. You avoid all dairy. You avoid all animal products. So all meats and stuff like that. You basically eat, you know, anything that's a plant. Veggies, fruits, and whole grains. You can eat beans and legumes and seeds and nuts. So, one issue that I hear from a lot of people in plant-based diet is how do you get your protein? And what people don't realize, meats have a lot of protein because the animals that the meats come from, they eat a lot of plants with these high protein amounts. So you can kind of skip the middleman with the animal and just go straight to eating the plants with the high protein. So you don't have to have a protein deficiency just when you're on a plant-based diet. And if you feel like you're deficient in any vitamin or any nutrient in your body, go get supplements. They're not the same as, you know, consuming the food, of course, but we don't always get the nutrients and things we need in the correct amounts if we do. So it's always great to supplement, as long as you know your supplements are from a reputable, credible source, and you know that it's the right thing and it's not misbranded, and you kind of got the vegan capsules, and so there's that. But because of the protein situation, I wanted to highlight some plants that are high in protein, or plants and seeds and things of that nature that are high in protein if you go on a plant-based diet. And then I'll talk about my struggles with picking the plant-based diet. So high in protein, you have chia seeds. I love those. I have my chia water, chia seeds in my water right next to me, actually. Whoop, whoop. So chia seeds, hemp seeds, and flax seeds. So I spoke on all three in the video of foods that I swear by. So I'm already good on that note. Pumpkin seeds, love them. But pumpkins are like a Halloween season-ish thing. I don't really see pumpkins out of season, but pumpkin seeds are always on sale somewhere. So yeah, that's not going to be hard to get. Quinoa. I'm starting to love quinoa more. At first I had a little hard time trying to get used to the flavor and the wheat germ in it, the taste and the texture and whatnot. I would just prefer rice, but white rice is not healthy. So it's just like what I like brown rice, so I'll eat that. But when I want white rice with something, sometimes I'll make it, but other times I'll switch it out with quinoa. So and my recipes are getting better with that. So yay for me. Walnuts, love walnuts. Almonds, I eat almonds all the time. That's my stuff right there. Like dark chocolate and almonds. I'm trying to get out of milk chocolate. That's my favorite, truly. A Hershey's bar with almonds. Oh, we in there. We lit. So I'm trying to get back to dark chocolate, and that's healthier. So yeah, let me know if you know of any good dark chocolate brands that I need to try. Comment down below. Let me know. Peanuts. I eat lots of peanut butter. So, and my daughter eats like 10 spoonfuls of peanut butter a day. Like, it's absurd. And her dad eats peanut butter on like his pancakes, on waffles, on in a spoon, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. It doesn't matter. He loves peanut butter, and she does too. So I just eat peanut butter because it's always around in bulk. Asparagus. Asparagus is delicious if it's cooked correctly. If it's cooked correctly. Let me specify that. Spinach. Whoop whoop. Yay. Broccoli. I told you guys I'm loving broccoli now. Kale. I'm not the biggest fan of kale. My cousin has a great recipe, cousin-in-law, but I call him my brother, has a great recipe that makes kale taste like greens. Greens are good too, so, but, yeah, he makes kale taste like greens, and he makes it on the holidays, and it is delicious. So, can't wait to Easter so I can give me some of that. Spirulina, spoke on that in my video too. It's disgusting. but it's extremely healthy. So I definitely you can also take spirulina powder. I didn't speak on that in that video either. I usually take it as a shot and just take it back and then chase it with something. But you could take it as a powder and get your own capsules and then fill the capsules and then take it in pill form. So if you want to do that instead, so you don't have to really taste it, then by all means do it. But I just try to get it all done at once, even though I gag and it's disgusting. Like, I'd be wanting to upchuck, vomit. We're adults here. Vomit. Black beans, great stuff, especially on taco night. Red kidney beans. So I don't eat kidney beans that often, but when I make my Jamaican jerk chicken, oh, them kidney beans be hitting in every way. Just rolled oats, baked potato, sweet potatoes, brown rice, and I just wanted to reiterate the fact that if you eat like spaghetti or any pasta, I use, instead of regular enriched white spaghetti, I use brown rice spaghetti, and it tastes so good. You could barely taste the difference, honestly. It cooks the same, tastes the same, but it's healthier, and you actually get something out of that. So yeah, check out the brown rice pasta. It's nice. I might leave a link below to the brand that I use. Well, I use two different brands, but one of those. And yeah, I might. But look into it, because your local grocery store probably has it in the healthy food section, not the regular pasta section. So don't try that. Chickpeas, or garbanzo beans, as people call it. Either one. It's chickpeas. Red lentils and green lentils. And I wanted to specify too, with the noodles and the pasta, they also have lentil pasta. So sometimes I'll take my brown rice pasta and my lentil pasta, put it all together, and make my spaghetti or my whatever noodles I'm making. They also have like black bean tortilla chips and stuff like that. One problem that I'm having with the plant-based diet though is lack of recipes. So, and it should be kind of funny and ironic that I say that, because we have like thousands and upon thousands of plants and only a few choice meats that we really eat. So the recipes should be with the plants. But so many people, we know how to cook different meals and different seasonings and stuff with so many meats, and the plants are always the side dish or an afterthought. But I want to make the plants the main meal and make it filling and make it delicious and appetizing and enticing for people like my boyfriend, who is really not about that plant life. Like, he is a really picky eater, really picky. And so is my daughter. And it's kind of hard to get them on board with more of a plant-based lifestyle. I'll still cook meats for them, but I want them to eat more vegetables. And, we eat a lot of fruit, so I'm not worried about that. But vegetable intake, we all need to up that. So I'm having a hard time finding recipes that I find really appetizing. So I've been joining a lot of Facebook groups for vegans. And I found like a vegan soul food cookbook, which I'm going to purchase soon. I forgot his name. I think it's Darius. Don't remember his last name, but he is the author of the vegan cookbook, the vegan soul food book. So I'm definitely planning on purchasing that and looking further into the nutrition. But what I think I'm going to do is, and I'm going to vlog or video diary or whatever, give you guys updates on my progression. But what I think I'm going to do is try the keto diet first, because it consists of all the meats and whatnot. And as you can see, it's like the keto diet requires this, but the plant diet does not allow that. The plant diet requires this, the keto diet does not allow it. So I want to see which one my body responds to the best. And with the keto, I can still have those carbohydrates on the weekends or whatever 2 days. I think there are 2 consecutive days, obviously, that I choose would be best for me to consume them. So I'm not completely cutting things out, but I really want to see what this is going to do for my mindset, for my energy, and for my weight loss, for my health. So I think I'm going to try the ketogenic diet for a month. That gives 4 weeks, and I may extend it out to 6 weeks. And at the end of that 4 to 6 weeks, I'll start to reevaluate, and I'm gonna, journal how I feel throughout this process. And if I may have plateaued somewhere, or if I don't